I do not do it for fame. I do not do it for you. I put myself through the pain. Time to start facing the truth.
Hello. Welcome. Come in. This is Tamika Zen. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the Zen. So, guys, this is the first reaction for The Last of Us. Okay, I know I'm running a little bit behind. I appreciate y'all for coming through. All right. Hey, Moochie. Hey, Savannah, Kendall. I thank y'all for being patient with me. Zaria was the first one in the chat, of course, as usual. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my co-host in. I'm still waiting for one more. I'm chilling with the fellas tonight, okay?
Here.
What's up, Detroit Kings?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Listen, this episode was fire. I enjoyed it.
Man, the episode was flames.
Yes.
Dang, they did it. They did it like that though. They weren't playing no games.
Exactly. They really wasn't, man. I was so glued to the Jaguar episode. I was supposed to be taking notes. I always take notes. I always got my notebooks. This notebook ain't got nothing wrote on it because I was so into it. All I got is the title and endure and survive. That's it.
I was sitting there. I know you were sitting there looking like. I know you were sitting there going. Your head was going low, like, oh my god.
Yes.
I know that's what you was doing.
Definitely. So I think Laser's gonna be joining us. He's running a little behind. Yes, Kendall, it definitely was fire. I enjoyed it. It's gonna be spoilers, y'all. So if you didn't watch it, you might want to go watch it and then come back and see the review, okay?
Right.
We're definitely gonna be spoiling some things. So I mean, if you was giving a rating, or do you want to wait till the end? What would your
I mean, it's up to what you want to do. It's Tamika's den, so I'm in and I'm relaxing my feet. So it's up to you.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna say 9.5 because I was about to say I would give it a 10, but it was one part that kind of took me off, but it wasn't enough to mess up the whole episode for me.
Okay.
We gonna get into that.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I would have gave it a 10, but I'm gonna tell you why I didn't give it a 10. I ain't give it a 10 because when it was when it was too many delays, especially I'm talking about when she was running,
right?
Like this dude, it was like, come on now, y'all dispense. You know, ain't nothing gonna happen to her. Like what is you waiting on? Like it was just, I don't know, but other than that, I mean, sure, if somebody give it a 10, I ain't even mad at it.
Right. Yeah, I give it about a 9.5.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I definitely enjoyed it. Like I said, I was paying attention. I was into it. Y'all know I always pretty much have the same questions. It don't be too much different. So first we just, we say our first thoughts about the episode, and then like if y'all have any okay. If y'all have like, what's your favorite episode so far out of this 1 through 5? We gonna probably talk about what's a memorable scene. I had a few, and who your favorite characters are, stuff like that. So my first thoughts right off the back is just that this was a good episode. It kept me into it. I was glued in trying to see what was gonna happen. I like that we started out seeing it from Henry and Sam's perspective, like what they were seeing and where they was at and how they was, hiding and waiting for the doctor to go and bring them back some food. And obviously we had saw the part of him getting captured, so this was just their perspective saying, well, I don't think he coming back. More than likely, he's a goner.
Right. He ain't coming back.
Right.
He ended up dying.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was telling Detroit Kings when we was talking backstage that one of the things that they did change from the game, because of course that's what I was curious about. I've heard that this story of Henry and Sam was like a tragic ending, and whether they was going to do it the same way as the game or not. And they were saying that one of the changes they made was basically having somebody that was deaf as the character, and Ellie and Henry actually learned ASL for this part with him. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, yo, y'all good. Y'all just learned ASL like that. Y'all didn't know nothing about it before. So it shows the dedication that they got. And trying to get the story across. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, man, it was cool though. Like it was nice pacing and everything like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, over talking and stuff like that because I don't want to get to certain parts, but like, man, it was just the whole episode was just powerful. It was sad, powerful, fun. I mean, if you ain't like this episode, I don't know what they could do for you.
Yeah. So of course, y'all know what is a bloater. I think the longer that they are infected, they start to keep changing and changing, Kendall. That's my understanding of it. So I guess the first stage is those are the second stage. I don't know, the clickers. And then I'm assuming it's a bloater. And I think it's like 2 other stages after that, Kendall, or either one. Don't give me the lion. We have to wait for when I'll get up here. I think he probably know it a little bit better. Or if you know Detroit, you could tell them.
Yeah, that's what that is though. It was like the regular clickers, and this like with this one right here in the game, they was like the bosses, the big ones, the clickers, and then after that, it's the bosses in the game, and and then the crazy thing is, if I don't know if y'all noticed, but them clickers, they had little kids too.
Yeah,
they had the kid like in that van. That was a kid. That boy got in there quick too.
Yeah, they was moving fast, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it to be no daggone little kids. I was like, well, dag, but I guess I should have assumed that, because remember, I don't know if that was the last live we did or the one before that. I was actually saying like we never see any kids. What other kids do you really see besides Ellie? So it's like, dang.
You saw a kid clicker. You saw it,
right? Yeah.
You saw.
We got.
I ain't gonna get into it, but you saw plenty of them. It was more than one we saw. It was a lot of them.
That was definitely. I'm just trying to share this out real quick. Make sure everybody know, because I think some people still didn't know that it was coming on tonight, and I tried to share it like between last night and this morning that it was coming on and that we was gonna be doing the live. So that
I saw that you did everybody let people know that it was coming on. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people be forgetting though. I guess they be like it was on for real, but like they said it was coming on. They announced it.
Right. Yeah, so we basically had this lady who irritated the hell out of me, and I like her as an actress, okay? And I said last week when we was talking about her, like, I don't know what to think about her yet. Usually she plays these really sweet, nice roles, but she also is in Yellow Jackets, which is my show, and she's been in Florida. She's been in a lot of things, but I just, for some reason, didn't really feel like she fit in this story too well. I don't know if it was just me. It was like I didn't really need her, and I know she's not an original part of the game, so I don't know how the gamers felt about her, but just me watching the story, I could have used a little bit more of Sam and Henry and a little less of her. I don't know if it was
for what I know from my cousin. He played the game because I never played this game. I just saw like bits and pieces of it. I think she an added character. I don't think she in the game.
Yeah, that was my understanding too. And it was like her whole storyline of, because of course we start to find out as time goes on between her talking with the the guy that was running the army, the general, whatever, her second in command. And remember, even last week we were saying, well, we think he gonna step up and he's gonna be like, telling her like, nah, you gotta worry about what's underground. And it seemed like he was having his times when he was getting ready to say something, but then he would just be quiet again and be like, oh, okay. So I was like, yo, when the hell you gonna let them know what else is going on? Like the fact that she kept looking at Henry and them as more of a threat than the bloaters and stuff that they knew could be possibly coming up from underground was just blowing me. And then he wasn't saying nothing either. That was irritating the heck out of me. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, it was though. I ain't gonna. My opinion. You can correct me. I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it seemed like she was kind of scared to even deal with that. She was more worried about the humans than anything.
Right.
I don't know if she was scared to tell people because she didn't know how people was gonna react. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like she was to me she was a horrible leader, and she killed all them people in that jail cell too.
Right.
She assassinated them for not knowing anything, and the dude definitely snitched and told her he still died.
Right. Yeah, and then her second in command was saying like, oh well, your brother was a great man and we all loved him, and we even hear Sam talk about how great he was supposedly supposed to have been, but he's like he didn't do everything for us that you did, and this dude right here and saying that they're still with her no matter what. And that wasn't what I was expecting him to say. I was expecting him to call her out and let her know when she's messing up and making a mistake, and that she needed to be focused on these daggone things, the rumbling and cracking that we see in the damn ground. Like that part didn't really make sense to me. I was like, okay, what are y'all doing here?
She was the head person in charge, and he was the lieutenant. You know what I mean? He didn't. So for all them people dying, you know what I mean? It's actually on her, and I mean they both end up dying, but they are to blame.
Yeah, because she was so, I guess, and I get the point that they was trying to show, like, when you want that revenge, I guess, is a run track mind. That's all she was caring about, is getting this revenge back for him to, turning in her brother or whatever. But I was just like,
he was like, I think he kind of low key liked her or something, man.
Because it seemed like it, and then he even was like, "Oh, I went to your mother to find out."
Yeah, like dog.
She was like, "Well, what you doing going to my mother? What's up, Moochie?" You watched
What's up,
it?
Moochie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like weird. Like, man, y'all see you sitting there scared. Like she could tell. I'm telling you, when she was in that room, I'm appreciate you bringing that up, because when she was in that room, she wasn't thinking about them people. She was thinking about what's underground, but she ain't know what to do. Like she ain't know that she was worried. And they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, daggone sure did, man. I don't know, but I felt like she was supposed to be more on top of that. And even when he did address it a little bit, it wasn't really enough for me, but it was a little bit. She was like, what are they, our seventh priority? What else do you think is more important? This is our first priority. And I just was like, girl, how the hell is that your first priority? I'm confused.
Shoot, that wouldn't be my first or last or nothing. My first and only concern is them dang on them clickers, man. Forget what anybody talking about. And you see how they can't, how them people, how fast they charge and ate them up, man. Like you worried about these two, a little boy, a snitch, and Joe and a little kid, like 4 people.
Yeah, I couldn't stand her either, Kendall. It just wasn't making sense to me. And we was even saying last week, like, you could do 2 things at one time. Why were you just focused on that? Even if she would have said, like, half the people to deal with them and half the people to see what was going on, that would have made more sense to me. Oh, hold on a minute, y'all. Laser's in the building. I'm going to bring him up.
Okay. Lays, what up?
What's going on? What's up, Will?
Hey, what's going on?
Rob and chilling, man. Crazy episode.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Moochie, I appreciate the support. I definitely appreciate you coming through. Yeah, so we was just talking about this episode. We kind of gave our first thoughts and our ratings. I don't know. You want to tell us? We both said 9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, definitely. I give it like a 9.5. Also, definitely. It was fire, especially when the monster came out of the ground, that big ass clicker, and all that shit. And when old girl got her like she got ate up. That shit was so satisfying to see, bro. I can't stand her.
Yeah.
We was just talking about her. I said she annoyed me. I would have preferred to get more of Henry and Sam's story than her because I felt like we got her last week and then this week we see her standing in the room and reminiscing about how it was for her and her brother growing up and saying that, he told her to forgive, but she not gonna forgive because, she's just on this vendetta. She got to get this little boy because he the one that put him out there. And I didn't care. I like her as an actress, but I really didn't care about her story at all. I was like, girl, bye. Like, how you more worried about that than these damn monsters?
Right. So basically what she was hiding came back and bit her in the ass in the end anyway. And that, like, I feel like it's gonna be like this. Joel and Ellie are gonna be just lone wolves the whole way.
Yeah.
Like, we was talking about it last night. It's a dude named Matt. I don't know, you know who Matt is, but like, maybe the kid will last and the brother die. I'm like, bro, they're alone. When you play the games, the first game they're by themselves. Second game, she's by herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was kind of hoping for too. I know that there's a lot of stuff they're sticking to with the game, and there's some stuff they're changing. Even though I didn't play the game, I heard ahead of time that the story was sad with these two. So I was kind of like, "Oh God, what is it gonna be?" And I said, "Well, maybe he gonna sacrifice himself, and the brother gonna get to go." I have my hopes, okay, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie. We got to that part. I had some thud tears. I was like, oh no, that really broke my heart. I was telling Detroit, I thought that what was the daughter named Sarah? I thought that one broke my heart. I was like, nah, I think this topped that one.
Okay, now listen to this.
Messed me up.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad Detroit enjoyed it, but that was in the game.
Yeah. I actually had a little video clip, like a side by side with the game and how they did it in the episode. We were talking about it before you came up, that one of the things they made different was having him be deaf. They got a deaf character, and the guy that played Henry and of course the one that plays Ellie literally learned ASL to be able to communicate with him. So I thought that was cool. I mean, I definitely think they did a good job. I was still into it. I didn't take not one damn note because I was so into it. Had my book on the bed next to me and forgot to take notes because I was glued to what the heck was going on. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it would be too far-fetched just to like have them, we're gonna have, they're gonna change the whole story from the game.
Right.
One of them surviving with them, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then
it pretty much seems like anybody they meet is either going to help them some kind of way to a certain point or going to be out to get them. It's one or the other.
Either they going to die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But that everybody else, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, my bad. That whole time about to die. Because a lot of them doggone clickers, they weren't playing, man. Right. They super fast, too.
Exactly, yeah. They was moving. They was on their behinds.
And it was kids, too, man. That's the crazy part.
Absolutely.
My man killed himself, though. I don't even think he meant to kill that boy, but he killed, goddamn. That junk just made me like, dang.
Yeah.
He had no choice.
Yeah, that was definitely deep, man.
His brother was gone. He was gone. He had no choice.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, because if he would have never did it, I'm pretty sure Joel probably was gonna do it.
Yeah, Joel already knew what time it was. And then he was so adorable. I'm like, oh, and then that touched me, like him and Ellie was all bonding. And, when he told her and she tried to rub her little blood on him, like, I got medicine in my blood. I was like, oh, God.
It was too late. It was too late for that.
Right. Oh, man.
She was doing her thing too, though, man. She was a savage, trying to
Mm-hmm.
get them, trying to help them out and everything. Joy, he a beast, though, man.
Yeah.
You could tell he from the field that he's a military guy because he knew the dude couldn't aim for shit. He was like he can't aim, so he
Yes,
knew exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That
That's
broke
horrible
my
though. When
heart.
you like, dog, like you. I mean, when you got a shotgun, man, you can't hit nobody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the
Definitely.
sad part, man. That's sad, man.
You see, my man's got his head ripped off, right?
Yeah, man.
By that clicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, got his head. She did too.
I was trying my best to get a daggone shot of that daggone those clickers coming up out the ground, but it kept coming up blurry. I couldn't get it for nothing. Them things was moving so freaking fast.
Man, them things was fast, man. They hard.
Yeah.
They hard to. I'm telling you, them things. Like you see how fast paced it was, man.
Yes. They was coming up out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. I agree, Brown Pretty. That's what we just was talking about. And I was glad her storyline was over. I was glad she got what she got. The fact that she would even stop, because the guy told her, run, don't look back. And you going to actually bring your daggone behind back to point a daggone gun at them. So, yeah, she deserved to have something jump on her ass outside of her.
I don't know why she didn't listen. I mean, the man, he damn near sacrificed himself.
Right. Stupid.
You know what I mean? He must have been in love with her or something. I feel like,
for real.
I don't know, man. Like we should have took care of this early, but you did. You never wanted to do it.
Right.
You think they knew how to do it though?
Huh?
You think they knew how to kill that thing? How to kill that?
I don't think they knew. I don't think nobody know how to do it. But in my opinion, I think if a real leader would say, we're gonna have to try to go to another city.
Right.
He's not gonna stay here.
Yeah, we were saying that since last week that we felt like she should have been doing something, even that the other guy would have stepped in and been like, nah, we need to tell the people what's going on. The fact that she knew about it and then was still focusing on them, I was just like, girl, what the hell are you doing? She thought they was more important, and it caused her and them. So that was just like a little bugged out to me because she was so, trying to get revenge.
That's all was on her mind. She not a real leader, man. She was an emotional leader because an emotional leader would do stuff like that, what she did. You can't worry about what happened with that. You need to worry about your people and get them to another city or something because eventually, I mean, she knew that was gonna happen.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I was glad too. Them little things was moving.
Yeah, they was.
They was definitely moving. So I don't know, y'all, because I kept saying all the way up to episode 4, I was like, I think episode 1 was still my favorite, but I think this one might have bumped one a little sign out the way, or they might be equal right now.
No, this was the best one right here to me.
Yeah, I definitely like how this. I didn't like that, Sam and Henry part, but I like the episode overall, and just how still we had that good chemistry with Joel and Ellie, where he's coming out and like, nah, we don't need y'all, we good, and when he was saying, yeah, well, I'm not gonna do nothing to y'all, he was like, I don't know, I don't trust that tone, and Ellie was like, no, he talk like that all the time, don't pay him no more.
Yeah, she did say that. Joel is savage though, man. He don't care.
Yeah.
It looking like next episode he going to see his brother.
Right, finally. That's what he been wanting that's the whole reason, part of the reason why he been out here to find his brother. So that's gonna be interesting. That they finally able to get together.
Honestly, I like all of them. Every last episode, 1 through 5 is a 10. I'm not sensitive. I'm not talking about gay shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like a whole wife. I'm talking about the story aspect of it, how everything connects. You know what I mean? Like, it's some It's all some good shit, and that's his brother. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think they've been doing a good job. I've been telling everybody to watch this. I know there's a few people that's like, oh, I still haven't got to that. I got to get to it. And I'm like, trust me, you're not going to regret it, man. Check this out. I'm like, it's good. They definitely got me. I'll be paying attention every single episode. And besides this lady, I've always felt, even when we only get the characters for, one episode, they go on just as fast as we meeting them. They leave an impact. Like, they do a good job at making you feel something for them. And that's hard to do. Most times it takes you a while to feel something for a character. So the fact that they bringing in people that's there for one episode and can make you feel, I'm like, they doing a really good job. And they good with the action, the freaking makeup. Like, all of that is good.
The makeup, the everything like that. The CG might not be the best, but hey, it ain't much it's hard to try to do with the game, because the game,
Right.
you know what I mean, is a video game. This is real life, so it's hard to try to get all that right. But Ellie, she said, like, when they buried the bodies and stuff like that, she was like, I'm going west. Like, she's sick of it now. She ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was surprised he let her go. It's to the point that I'm like, Joe was like, okay, you can go ahead and go. Maybe he was gonna let her go by herself.
I definitely think we're gonna get Ellie backstory. I'm not too sure when, but we definitely, the only person we're missing so far as characters, at least that I know of. I'm sure it might be some other ones that they may put in there that we not too familiar with. Like how they added this lady in, but if I'm not mistaken, the only one that we haven't got so far, we got her. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see her again, Marlene. That's Tommy, the brother. He gonna be seeing him the next one. Of course, we know Tess, R.I.P. Tess.
She gone.
She gone.
Rest in peace, the baby girl right there. He gone.
And what was his name? Frank and Bill. They gone.
He's gone.
And poor little Sam. Henry.
Henry about it.
They up out of here. Rest in peace, y'all. Y'all was troopers. He was looking out for his brother. I would have did the same thing. So we haven't got her yet. And I'm assuming that she's the friend that Ellie was with, even though she told Joel and says she was by herself, and that we're gonna have her in a flashback. I think her name is Storm Reed. And I also noticed when they were showing the preview tonight for the next episode, I can't even think of her real name, but she played Tara in True Blood, and she also played in Queen Sugar, the dark skinned actress. She's beautiful. I love her. I can't think of her name right now, but it looked like she's in the next episode. So I don't know if she's supposed to be Tommy. Girl, I don't know what she's supposed to be, but I'm like, I'm glad she's in here. I love her.
So if you take what we just saw, right? You said Storm, the girl, right? That's going to be DLC. Basically, in the game, that's DLC. So they might take one episode, a whole episode, and just target Ellie and how she got bitten and from it. You know what I mean? Remember, she said that she told Joel that she killed somebody before.
Right.
My perspective, I never really got through the DLC, but I skimmed through it.
Okay.
She got turned because Ellie is gay. She got turned. Ellie killed her, and then Ellie, some magical way. I ain't really go through it's called Left Behind. That's the name of the DLC in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. So we're gonna see that. I think one episode is gonna be focused on Ellie type shit.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Just to tell her backstory for about an hour.
Yeah, because we got 4 episodes to go. So honestly, I don't want this.
And it's been, this one was like an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, I'm definitely don't want it to end. I've been enjoying this.
Yeah, this is some good TV right here.
I could definitely see them winning some awards. Yeah, Kendall, we was talking about that. I think when we did either the first or the second episode, we was talking about the fact that Sarah was Thandie Newton's daughter, and I was like, yeah. Now after the fact, I saw the resemblance. So they definitely got their mama. She got her mama.
Oh,
she got 2 daughters.
They look just alike.
Yeah.
She said they look just like her mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like they not taking no break neither. They going to full nine. I mean, 4
Right.
more episodes.
Mm-hmm. Because just the fact that they switched stuff around and gave it a little bit earlier because of
The
the
Super.
Super Bowl, they was like, that's the most change we gonna do.
Yep, they ain't gonna do nothing, and they ain't sending, and they ain't giving you this episode early neither. You
Right.
gonna wait till 9 o'clock?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They don't play no
Well,
games, man. This episode wasn't
my
good though.
memorable scene, I think, is just the whole thing with the brothers, of course, and then
Hmm.
also, this part when these damn things was jumping up out the ground. I only got her face and the shock on her face. I couldn't get them coming out because they was moving so fast. All of those looked blurry. I was like, oh man, that looked crazy.
She looked at when you saw her face. She said, "What the heck is that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, when I saw him, I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Dang!"
Yes.
And that motherfucker still walking too.
For
And it's still
real.
walking.
And he was just knocking stuff out like it wasn't nothing, picking up people, throwing them. Then the little kids, that really looked bug out. They were so tiny and they was moving fast. I was like, yo, that scene was crazy.
Man, that scene was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm like, dang.
they was moving fast, and I think I'm so used to the slow zombies that be like,
Them ain't no Walking Deads right there. Them things
these was
big and
not that
fast.
at all. I remember when I was pregnant, for some reason, all I used to want to watch was mafia movies and scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
My son is into mafia movies and scary movies now, right? But I borrowed all the what was those things called back in the day? Living Dead. I borrowed all of them from my girlfriend. She's like, "You sure you want to watch all these?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is my shit. This is what I like." Was watching all of them. Next thing you know, I heard a noise in my house. I'm calling her on the phone, like, "Yo, come upstairs. I'm scared." She's like, "I thought you said."
Yeah,
Oh man, but them things used to be like brains. It was nothing like what we got up here.
man, them ain't nothing like watching those zombies, man.
For
And
real.
everybody always looking back, man. The first thing they say, stop looking
Yeah, they
back.
was moving, man. Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
like, man, you gotta be kidding me.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah, what's popping?
Mm-hmm. So is there any particular part that y'all want to talk about? Any part that stuck out to y'all?
Let me see. It's a sad part. Just the fact that my man's had to kill his boy. That was his brother, right?
Yeah.
He had to kill his brother, his little brother, and then after that, he killed himself because he felt. I don't know if he. It just was a sad scene, man.
It was. Because all he was trying to do was protect his little brother at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he's talked about him having leukemia. So it's like he was sick. He trying to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
I could see me doing that for my little brother. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't
But he
mad
shot
at him.
his little brother, though. So I don't think he meant to shoot his brother.
He had to.
Huh?
Yeah.
He had to.
Yeah, he did have to, but it seemed like when he shot him, it seemed like he was surprised or something.
Yeah, it's all tragic. It just fucked up.
Yeah.
And then after that, he just smoked himself.
He loved his brother a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely.
His job
that
was to
was
sit there
definitely tragic, man. That broke my heart.
Yeah,
It's like he knew he had to do it, but then he didn't want to do it. And then he was like, yo, what the hell did I do? He just went through so many emotions in those little couple of minutes, seconds, whatever. Yeah.
Man, he just didn't know what to do, you know what I mean? And he just killed himself and right in front of both of them. I'm like, dang.
Yeah. And then even him and Joel was having a little bonding because Joel could kind of understand too. It was like he was saying, oh, I'm a bad person. I don't know why you taking so long to answer. We both know the answer to it. But Joel at the end of the day, no, he did bad stuff. So it's like, I can't judge you. We got to do what we got to do out here,
Yeah, I mean, sure, when you trying to when you trying to make it in the apocalypse, man, you do stuff you wouldn't normally do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
Joel, we don't even know what he did after his
Exactly.
daughter. He probably did a lot of stuff, man. His brother
Mm-hmm.
about to let him know what he did. So
Yeah. Because at
my
first Joe was kind of judging him like, you a rat. I don't work with
yeah,
you. But then he even had to say, like, I apologize for what I said. At the end of the day, you've been trying to look out for your little brother.
yeah. So that he was
Yeah,
respecting him so much that the fact that if you know what I mean,
absolutely. Hey,
if his
my
brother
sweet
would have never got
perspective. Absolutely.
his
Yeah.
brother would have never got bitten, they would have been going with him.
Right. Yeah, because Joel at first was looking at Ellie like, keep your mouth shut. What the hell are you telling them what we going for? And then later
Yeah,
he's like, y'all could come. He's like, yeah, he answered that real fast.
yeah.
But I
She
knew
is.
they wasn't gonna make it with them. But you could hope. They gave me a little hope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I was hoping
man.
Joe would have went ahead and knocked her off with he had the rifle in the window. Go ahead and shoot her. And then let's
Mm,
see what you know what I'm saying. But then again, she died the worst way possible. She deserved it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She had the most horrible death.
And she deserved it for being so stupid and annoying.
Huh? You said what?
This episode I seen this year.
No.
Okay. No, I was saying she deserved it for being so stupid and annoying. I'm sorry. That was just ridiculous. Like, you gonna come back to point a gun at them and there's all these damn clickers and boaters running around you?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
She was stupid though. Like she still was trying to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, you got to get up out of here with that, man. Like, ain't no way in heck I'm gonna be out of there, bro. Them things run fast. I would have got back in that truck and I'd have been gone.
Right.
They would have backed up. They would have been like, you back up with
Yeah,
the passenger
heck
side.
yeah. I was back in
Yeah,
the
this
truck, man.
series surprised me. Yeah. They're killing it beautifully. Yeah, I mean, they telling the story good. I could see them winning a lot of awards.
Play the game,
Definitely.
y'all. Play the game, y'all. Man, y'all can actually be living this shit.
Nah,
I'm
I
playing.
want
I'm
to
about
play
to
the
buy the
game
game.
now. I
About to
was telling
play
my
it.
son, like, I need you to get this for me. I've been saying that since it started and since me hearing y'all tell all these different stories. I'm like, now I want to play the game. I feel left out that I've never played before.
Mr. Mika, when you feel that vibration, you're gonna be like, "Oh no, take this back, son. Take this back." I feel like I'm actually in this shit. This is my language.
Oh man.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gonna be you.
absolutely. And that's what I would do for my sister or brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride for them too. Shit, I don't care. Cause it's like she was being such a hypocrite because she said to him, oh, kids die all the time. So in other words, it's okay for my brother to die, but then you don't want your brother to die. The same way you feel about your brother is how I feel about mine. So it was like, girl, you not making no type of sense.
And I was sitting there thinking, right? And I know D, you want to say something? My fault. I'm gonna say this
No,
real
I
quick.
ain't saying no. Go ahead.
Like, they was not finna show that white woman shooting that black man like that. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
It wasn't. And then in the game, I know that he killed himself. And as they gonna do that in real life because they taking different turns, but I ain't no way in hell. Y'all knew that wasn't gonna happen, bro. That white woman they was not gonna let that white woman shoot that black man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Not only that she was gonna shoot that black man, she was gonna shoot his brother too.
Yeah, I agree.
They weren't gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
For my opinion, man, it was a great episode, the best of the season. I actually think that could have been a 2 hour. I probably would have been still looking at it.
Right.
That's like a movie type stuff right there, man.
Definitely. Yeah, me either, Kendall. Me either. I want to play. I got a little clip, y'all. I'm going to try to play a little piece of it because, they done gave me one copyright. I got my first one when I did my birthday video. So I don't want no problems with
Oh, what you on what? I'm talking about when you was playing some songs.
No, I didn't even play music. You know what's crazy? Because I played music on my Sparkle one. I played music on my Wiz one, and I didn't get no copyright on those. But I played the clip from what was that? From gosh, what's the heck is the name of that damn movie? When my man be like, "You want to run with me, Belly?"
Oh, shot us.
And they gave me a copyright for that, but they didn't give me none for the music, so it's very weird.
Dang.
I don't know.
It's country.
I'm like, I ain't trying to get in trouble with YouTube, okay?
Yeah, they definitely be hating.
And they got all these new rules now that they added on that I still gotta learn.
It's the guidelines.
Right. And I'm like, now when I get a channel, y'all want to add in on a whole bunch of extra stuff.
They definitely is. You best to believe that.
Make it harder for you.
It's like initiation, man. You got to get ready one time.
The NFL don't play, do it? Hell, they don't play when it comes to that. Boy, you play one, they clipping it.
I was like, Detroit, yo, we about to jump off. We got to get in the car. We about to jump off the fucking cliff. He was like, bro, what are you about to do? I was like, I played the NFL, bro. We got killed automatically.
That's my fucking brother.
Shit.
Ellie, you all right?
Oh my God.
Sam? Sam? Henry, you okay? Stay here. Henry? What have you done? I'm gonna get that gun from you, okay? Easy. Oh, okay, easy. This is your fault.
All right, I don't want to play too much or they get me in trouble, but y'all
that's
basically
the same
could see that it's pretty much they side by side the game and then how they did it on the show. So they pretty much kept it.
They did. The only difference is it was
yeah.
dark.
Listen, I was in here like, girl, rest in peace, Sam. I'm like, nah.
You're weird, bro. Weird. I think he didn't creep you out, bro. Jeremiah's weird. Like that little boy was sweet, man. He was a cool little boy.
Yes. He was. He didn't creep me out. So when he started turning and being like,
Other than that, that's probably what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yes. And then he was like, stay up with me. And I was like, oh. And she wake up. And when he was sitting on the edge of the bed like that, I said, no, girl, don't touch him. Oh, man.
And it's more to come, guys. Just get ready.
Yeah. So what y'all think gonna be going on with what's his name? Joel and Tommy, because it looked like they're gonna be happy to see each other at first, and then we of course gonna get into some arguing. You did this, I did that whole scenario. I'm assuming
that's the brother. That's the love hate, brotherly love. You know what I mean? You know how that go.
Yeah.
It should be interesting though.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, she was my girl when she was on Game of Thrones. That's why when they said she was gonna be playing Ellie, I was like, I already know how this little girl gets down, because she was taking down big dudes and ready to fight, saying, you know, I don't just send my soldiers out. I go out there and fight. When she was much smaller at that time on Game of Thrones, and she was killing it. So I already knew she was gonna bring that energy here.
She was on what season she was on? She was like what season? I forgot.
I think it was like let me see. I think we might have got introduced to her. I don't even remember, like maybe around the 3rd or the 4th season. Then I know she was still around towards the end when they was getting ready to have their big battles, and they was telling her like, you stay back and just send the soldiers out. She's like, nah, I'm going out there with them. I'm gonna die fighting too. She wasn't playing.
She a soldier.
Yeah. So I was like, I already knew she was gonna bring that same kind of energy to this role. I know she gonna be on some stuff. That's why I don't know. People be saying they don't care too much for her, but she all right with me.
I like her. I think she one of the best parts of the TV series so far. I rock with her heavy.
I think they're gonna like Joel. They're gonna like Ellie better next year, part 2. She ain't gonna be happy at all.
She says zombies normally scare me, but I'm enjoying this show. Yeah, I think they do it good. I know a couple of my friends are not really into the scary stuff. So they be like, nah, I can't watch that. But I'm like, the way this show is, I think you can. I don't think it's gonna have you, you know. I think they do a good job. I like it, you know. I'm into the scary stuff, but I don't really. It is some parts that be having me like, ugh. In that beginning episodes, it was having my skin itching and stuff.
Well, the zombies acting a fool. Them the ones would it be getting you. You know what I mean? Them things look nasty.
Yeah, the makeup and the freaking, you know, how they fix them up. They do a crazy job with that. And I think they were saying they had contacted like the same stunt people. Was it from Planet of the Apes? I can't remember what movie they said. They said some movie they contacted like the stunt people from that, and that's who was coming up out of the ground as the clickers. And I said, look, they had them people moving, boy. So they just got a whole bunch of people to come running up out the ground and then, you know, put whatever on them to make them look that way. But they was out.
Yeah, they weren't playing no games.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'm trying to think if there's any other part. You know, of course.
Ain't really much. It ain't. I think we. I mean, to our first watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could cover everything we could think of. It wasn't really much to. It was dialogue early, but it was more like action than anything.
Yeah, that action definitely made me sit up. I was like, get out of here! Get out of here. Those things was jumping and running. I was just like, oh no.
Yep, the lady was a terrorist.
Okay, they did say Planet of the Apes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That lady was a terrorist and she deserved to die. She kept all them people, them innocent people in that jail. And the dude did it though, and he didn't even want to kill on people, but he did it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we in a apocalypse. You got to do what you got to do. Things gonna go down, and you're gonna have to do some things you don't want to do. So that's it.
A fact. You gonna do things that you don't want to, like you just said, man. But what she was doing was horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he talked about like what happens when you've been repressed for over 20 years, and then you know the oppressor, you know, get to flip the tables, and then they start doing stuff even worse, and it's just like survival of the fittest at the end of the day.
Hey Jeremiah, no, it's the best show for now. Peacemaker better than this.
You think Peacemaker better than this?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. Hey, I can't say it right now because it's the episode, but I don't watch Peacemaker. But I actually like this better than Peacemaker, man. But that's just my opinion, though. You know what I mean? Because I just think this is more real. Like this don't feel like no doggone cheesy stuff. Not saying that Peacemaker is cheesy, but this some real. This gave me the Walking Dead type feel.
You like
season 1. I'm just being honest. If you ever watch Walking Dead, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that old man. I was like, you think I would have sat there and been still trying to shoot Joe, telling him no, he was trying his best not to kill him. I would have been like, all right, here, take it. I mean, some of these people really be trying to fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have been like, man, I ain't like.
I would not have been hurting myself.
Joe tried to get him out. He didn't want to do it anyway. I'm like,
exactly.
Man, you old man, retarded, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, I like Peacemaker too. For me, that was a pleasant surprise, and I like those shows where it be a pleasant surprise because sometimes I'm really looking forward to stuff and I'm more hyped about it, and then when I see it, I'm like, for real, that's what this is. And then when it's those ones that I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it, and I'll watch it and it catch me, I'll be like, oh, okay, I see what y'all did.
Peacemaker was fire though. Yeah, it was surprising.
But it's like two different kind of shows. I wouldn't really compare it, but I definitely like that one too.
Like I'm itching for that to come back type shit. Maybe because I already beat the game and know the story. Like that, the same shit.
I mean,
yeah.
I would assume that it is. I would assume that it got some type of, you know, something in there that they can use towards it being a cure since she have not turned. But we don't know.
Ain't gonna be able to cure all them people, man.
Right. And at the end of the day, we already know. I think we mentioned this before too on one of our other streams. Like, they ain't gonna be just trying to give that out to everybody. It's gonna be the highest bidder, the richest people, the powerful people. That's gonna turn into a whole nother thing, even if it is.
And I think
So,
Joe gonna peep that out too, and he ain't gonna want to.
mhm.
I'm telling, he gonna peep that out. He not dumb.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, he would definitely be able to peep that out and tell that they being full of crap. And he
Hmm.
ain't gonna want to let her, go through that.
And that's gonna be like in the game, it was like that hard.
Hmm
You gonna be in the hospital with oozes and shit shooting everybody.
Oh
That,
damn.
that is connected to Last of Us 2.
hmm
Everything you see is connected.
Yeah, I've been watching I try not to watch too much because then I don't want to start comparing it. But I watched a couple of different things on YouTube that was showing the game. Some of them are hours and hours. I was like, damn, how many hours is this daggone thing?
It's a
But
lot of hours to it that playing
yeah,
that game. A lot of
I
story.
was seeing some of it like, oh, okay. Definitely interesting. I mean, listen, I'm glad they brought this, and I'm definitely, ready to see where it's gonna go. They already got, approved for season 2. I hope they could get as much seasons out of it as they can. I
They probably
definitely
get
think
like
they telling the
about four
story good.
seasons.
Definitely, because they have me intrigued with almost everybody that they bring in. The only one I wasn't intrigued with was this last lady, Catherine, or whatever the hell her name was. I was ready for her to go. But
Dang.
everybody else they brought in so far, I've been like, okay, let's see what this character gonna be talking about.
Her arc was like, I mean, and she's new. This is not in the game.
Hmm Right.
For you to throw her in here and like kill her off that fast was like dumb for the show, in my opinion.
hmm
We got what we seen a bigger clicker. That's all she gave us. Like
Right.
then she gave us. It didn't make sense to put her in the show.
It really didn't though. But it kind of I agree with you on that, L. But I kind of
hmm
understand why they did it though, because they needed that for that time period, somebody to be a cold hearted villain.
hmm
Wouldn't it have been more like villainous if she would have lived all the way to episode 9?
Yeah, but like let's be honest, they gotta meet. I mean, he gotta meet his brother and everything like that. So I think it was a good thing for them to just
But
do
she
that.
didn't even seem like a villain to me. I don't know. It was just something missing with it. It was like, yeah, I hear you telling this story about your brother and the way you grew up. Like, we were supposed to care, but I didn't care. I really didn't. I was like, lady, you annoying the hell out of me.
I like her
She
home.
was she was a villain.
Her
I
home.
mean, yeah, she was just shooting people out of no damn where too. And then she even said to the guy, like, I know you probably think I'm a bad guy, I'm mean, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, I think you do what you got to do. And we stand behind you. But I just wasn't feeling it for her. I was like, girl, I could care less. Goodbye. Like, somebody take her out of her misery. That's how I
Look,
felt about her.
anytime you go in a room and look at a fucking room full of people that's sitting down Indian style, fucking sweating of fear and scared of all y'all, you talking about you gonna kill them? You are,
Mhm.
bro. You evil. That's
Yeah.
She is evil.
Yeah, she
yeah.
was the bad guy, but I guess because I've seen her playing so many nice roles, it's just hard for me to take her serious. Maybe I was seeing it from that instead of just seeing her in this role. It just wasn't fitting for me. Everybody else it did. Like I said, everybody else has some kind of
It
impact
made
where I
sense to
was
me
like,
though. She was a hateful person.
but she just wanted that revenge, because of her brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, she definitely was though. But she was ready to kill everybody. And then she was like, oh, it's over, come out and face the consequences. But then she wasn't looking at her own consequences. I guess that's how it be though in real life with certain, situations.
But
People
check,
could look at your stuff, but they can't look at their own.
yeah,
Hmm
that's
yeah.
Definitely.
yeah. She was. Yeah, I don't know. It's just we'll see how they switch up him and his brother and shit. We'll see how that flip.
Right. Yeah, I seen who was it? Somebody was just saying, thank you, Kendall. Yes, y'all definitely hit the like button, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
When
hit that
y'all
like
stopping
button.
in, hit that like button.
And sub up.
And yeah, make sure that y'all subscribe. Kendall was saying she hopes she don't see Joel and Tommy turn on each other. Yeah, me either. I don't think they will. I think it's probably more so them just having a disagreements, them looking at things and from different perspectives out of everything that they went through. But when they come down to it, if something go down, they still will have each other backs. You know what I mean? Like you argue with your siblings, but when it come down to it, I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you.
Facts.
That's
You
how
better
I
not
feel.
find out that old girl, what he doing with that girl. I don't know if his brother gonna agree with that.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. That might
I'm
be
just saying.
that might be an issue. Definitely. Yeah, her storyline basically added in with Henry and Sam's storyline. I mean, I get that. I understand where they was trying to go with it. But I would have preferred to see more of them than her. That's just how I felt.
Of
You know,
course,
I liked how they showed us it from their perspective, how they seen when Joel and them first came. Like me and Detroit was talking about that when we first got up here. When they showed that perspective of the doctor leaving them and them waiting and Sam being like he was hungry, how they found them. Like I like seeing all of those, that part of it, and hearing his perspective and him telling Joel like I lied to you at first. That's not the full story. Okay, it was a little bit more to it, and him being the one that knows the way out. All of that part I liked, but I just.
If I'm guessing this correctly, episode 7, no, episode 6. I think they're gonna switch to winter. It's gonna start snowing, right?
Yeah.
So 7, I think Joel's gonna get stabbed or something.
Lord.
And he gonna be slumped. And then Ellie's gonna have to fend for herself for like a whole episode. And actually like kill somebody personally herself. That's what happened in the game. Because the dude had her like in a church and she had a machete and was slicing that nigga up. And you know, yeah, because he injured, he can't do nothing. She got to go out there and hunt for food. It's free.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that when I was looking at the thing on YouTube. Okay.
So you know, if that's if the season ends like that, man, I might shed a tear. Like that's gonna be phenomenal. Like I don't know, because that guy
he ain't dying no time soon though.
Oh no, he ain't. No, I'm saying like he gets stabbed.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
Yeah. Well, y'all definitely make sure that y'all subscribe to Lay's Eagles 215. You subscribe to me. The subscribe-a-thon is going on, y'all. I'm gonna be getting busy. I'm gonna be putting out a lot of content. I gotta still go and do my Love After Lockup either sometime tonight or tomorrow early. And then tomorrow night at 7, I'm going to have a live for Rosewood. What you said?
What's that? You said Love and Lockup?
Love After Lockup. It's a crazy show with these people that be dating guys that's locked the hell up and bringing them home to their kids and marrying them 2 seconds when they don't know them from the hole in the wall. It's crazy.
Sounds like some of my people.
So I do reviews on that one, and of course, we didn't have no BMF or no Godfather Harlem this week because of the Super Bowl. But I got those up. I got my sisters up. I got the Oval up, and tomorrow night at 7 it'll be Rosewood for for Black History Month.
Harlem don't come on this Sunday?
No.
Oh,
they on break too. Those was the two that went on break, BMF and Godfather Harlem.
And Mary Kingstown still coming on?
I think that one is coming on. I'm not too sure. I didn't even check for that one. I forgot. I gotta check it.
Your Honor don't give a damn. It ain't stopping.
Yeah, because they pretty much came on for Friday anyway, so it didn't really interfere with them. So y'all already know that
same thing with BMF too though, but they said forget this.
Yeah, they didn't even bother. So definitely y'all hit this like, make sure y'all following me, make sure you following Lays, make sure you following, I'm subscribed to Muchella. Okay, she's doing the subscribe-a-thon too. I think it's Monique, Nicole, Muchella, me, Lays, of course, brought to you by the Big Brillo, Brillo the Big Review. I think Modot, JH. I don't even know if I'm missing any names, but we all doing the subscribe-a-thon, so make sure that y'all are subscribed to all of us. I also got Lay's channel in my description so that y'all can click right on the link and subscribe to him. Okay.
Don't forget
Greatly
before,
appreciate it, y'all.
don't forget though that whoever watch it, man, on the 15th, the saga is back. Wu-Tang back.
Yes,
On the
I've been
15th.
debating on whether I want to do that because I'm doing too many shows. I just made up a schedule the other day, and I was like, "Dang, it don't even look like I got one day free, and I'm gonna need at least one day that is free."
I just say just sit this one out and just.
So I think I'm just gonna watch it to enjoy it. I'm not gonna review that one, but I will be doing Snowfall. I will be doing Bel Air. That's a
We got a
definite
week.
because I was doing those the last time.
After this week, it's one more week before Snowfall
Mhm.
correct?
Yep.
In Bel Air.
Yep.
Oh, we on it's on and popping.
Yes, it's definitely about to be on and popping for real, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely about to be no breaks, y'all. So tomorrow at 7 is Rosewood. The fourth Sunday, of course, we still doing the throwback movies. That's gonna be every fourth Sunday. Even though I was only supposed to do these black movies for Black History Month, I'm actually thinking about making that like one Saturday out the month. It depends on how it go because I don't know where I'm supposed to get the time from. But I figured we could celebrate Black excellence anytime. It ain't got to be Black History Month. Black History is every day, all day, yesterday, today, tomorrow, forever. So
Yes, it is.
we can always get that.
Go ahead and send me that Rosewood link, so I put it in my community tab.
Okay. Yeah, y'all. So y'all got anything to add before we get out of here? We're gonna get ready to get off.
I don't have nothing.
I'm good.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank everybody that came through in the chat. Kendall, Jeremiah, Moochie, Savannah, Brown Pretty, My Sweet Perspective. Let's see. Anybody else that stopped by? Anybody that come on the replay, y'all know, hit the replay gang. Let us know y'all stopped by, which I liked, which I didn't like, all that good stuff, which I rate this episode. I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Everybody that's going to be watching the Super Bowl.
Fly.
And, we going to go ahead and...
Eagles fly.
We gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Let me see. I just learned how to play music, so you can't tell me nothing now. See y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.